Hey guys, Forbesy here, welcome back to Dark Souls 1 Prepare to Die Edition, episode 5. And I think in this episode we're going to be taking out Quelag in Blighttown, and also, because I want to get my Ichigatana leveled up as high as possible, and as fast as possible, so like in PvP I can actually do pretty decent damage. And I'm going to be buffing it with the Sunlight Blade, so I'm going to need to get my faith up to 30. My perks are over there on the right side of the screen. So we've got the Mask of the Child, which gives us some more stamina regen, as well as this shield, the Grass Crest shield, which also gives us stamina regen. And I'm only wearing the chain leggings because it's the lowest, it's like the armor that gives me the best protection, and I can still fast roll, so that's mainly why I'm only wearing those. And we've got the wolf ring for more poise, because we haven't got any armor, much poise at all, with just these chain leggings. I actually need to get them upgraded as well. And we've got the silver serpent ring for more souls. And I think in the last episode we managed to kill Sif, and we did a lot of PvP as well. So for now I am going to be upgrading my legs here. And we'll leave it at that for now. I did get the large ember, so all I need to get now is a very large ember so that I can completely upgrade weapons. It's a bit of a tedious task to do it, but the good thing is it doesn't really affect speedruns, because you can just go with an upgrade path, as in a Black Knight weapon, like the Black Knight halberd, which you don't need any ember for. You can just completely fully upgrade to +5 by finding Twinkling Titanite. So we'll see if we have any souls. Do have a bit. I think I'm going to end up getting my vitality to about 30, maybe even 45. Attunement, I think I might get that to at least 16. Endurance is going to stay around 35. Strength, I'm gonna leave strength there. And I think my dex can stay there for now, but I'm going to need the extra damage later on. And faith is going to go to 30, because I want to be the lowest level requirement, just so I can do PvP really easily. So I'm pretty sure the Firekeeper should still be alive. We do have the Ring of Favor and Protection there. We can upgrade a bit. And yep, so now we're heading to Blighttown. Can pick up a few souls while I'm down there. I have got actually quite a few PvP builds set up for many recordings that we can do. Wonder if I got the ember in there. Can't really see from over here. I think I might have gotten it. Let's have a quick look. It does get a bit laggy down here and in Blighttown. That's why I'm saving up for a gaming PC. But there are still laggy parts of this game, even with really good equipment. Or really good hardware. And just get that soul. And we're just going to head down to Blighttown now. I could risk getting the very large ember, but that's something we don't really need to do right now. So I'm just going to make my way down to Blighttown and get this to +10, which should be enough to get through most of what we're going to be doing. But I think dexterity is just one of those things we need to get to 40 because otherwise we won't do enough damage. The thing is, on Dark Souls isn't very populated, like not many people like playing it. Like it used to be really popular, but it's quite an old game. And the only time when people really play it is when someone is streaming with many viewers. And they have to be on the exact platform. And the thing is that there's 3 platforms for Dark Souls 1. And it's PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So if that person is streaming on PlayStation, which most people are, actually most people are streaming on PC, but second to that, most people would be streaming on PlayStation. Yeah, so if a streamer is streaming on PC, then everyone would stream snipe on PC as well. But there's also sometimes people actually decide to join up on the consoles as well, even if someone else is streaming on PC. For many different reasons, I guess. So we're almost at the bonfire. Oh, we've got a few friends. Let's see what they're selling. Thing is, the washing pole's going to be a bit more strength to acquire. So we can't use the washing pole. There's not going to be much that we can purchase from this guy. But we'll get his gesture. See what he's got. I think we can use a shuttle. That's about it. And we don't need the Eastwood grain ring, but we do need the flip ring. That would be good to get. And I'm actually, well, it will stop the process of PvP if I do kill them. But killing them will get me the dark wood grain ring, and then I can go up and cleanse. Which means that if you go and cleanse, like pray and sacrifice your souls to do so, yep, you will also, you can just join up on the Covenant again, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Just grab all the souls down here. I also want to get the Wanderer's set. Because the falchion is a weapon that we can use also. But I'm mainly going to be using a katana. Just because a katana has less disadvantages when someone's fighting against you in PvP. Like, you can get a lot of range and distance on them. The falchion is very sort of mid-range, close range weapon. Which in my opinion makes a katana a bit better. There we go. Now, did I rest at the bonfire? Not sure if I rested at the bonfire or not. I don't really want to risk it. So we're going to run down. Also, I'm trying to get a copy of Demon Souls on the PlayStation 3, just so that I can do a playthrough of it. So, yeah, because I wanted to do a sort of blind playthrough on it, because they're always the best playthroughs to watch. So just remove that and pop these 3 souls. Not really going to be using Moonlight Butterfly. Our build has nothing to do with that. So I might have to sacrifice a bit of endurance in order to be a lower level, and also a bit of vitality. So 22 on vitality, 20 endurance, that's fine. I'm going to put Dex up just so that we can do that bonus damage. Dex is going to be at least up to 40. Might even stick it on 35, because I want to be as low level as possible. Let's get our... oh, we don't have the gold serpent ring. We do have 2 humanity though. Let's pop a few more. The more humanity you have on your character, it actually slows down the rate in which you get poison. So we're just going to collect a few large shards and farm all of the sort of eels down here in Blighttown, because they drop large shards and green shards. I'll actually kill off these guys, because... yeah, and then we can start doing PvP again once we cleanse. He's being a bit aggressive. Poison isn't helping either, and these bloody enemies are ganking me. Oh, he's poisoned too.
You.
There we go. Oof, that was close. So we get the dark wood grain ring. Now we can do the flips. So that pretty much increases your invincibility frames. And it gives you a lot of distance on enemies in PvP as well. So now we cannot use the Cat Covenant ring for now. So PvP is pretty much disabled until we cleanse. I actually tried making the enemies kill those Forest Covenant people, and it they were still pissed off at me, even though I didn't even hit them. So yeah, there's not really any way of avoiding that. We're still wearing that ring, we should use this instead. Especially with all this mud. So I believe 10 humanity is a max to farm items. So you got 5 green shards. It's alright. Would have preferred a large shard though. It went flying. Didn't drop anything. Didn't drop anything. None of these guys are dropping much at all. Guess it would help if I had the gold serpent ring. We don't need the server, so we're not going to pick that up. That's mainly for strength builds. I think it's like a mixture of strength and dex though. But we don't need it. Large shard, awesome. Might actually pick up the Chlorantine ring while I'm here. Hopefully we don't die though. I think that's a plank shield. And then this is a twin humanity. So make sure we're healed up for this little jump. There we go, Clarity Ring. So that just gives us a bit more stamina regen. And now we can go back to the bonfire. Who's this? The King. It's like a giant build. Not going to summon anyone for Quellag because then we won't get any bonus souls. So we'll just keep moving up here. Let me heal up. Fix my posture. Ugh. Alright, here we go. I could have upgraded, but we should be fine. It does a lot of bleed. You gotta be careful with Quellag's Nova Blast like that. She can sometimes, because the Nova Blasts do stick around for a long time. So, even after you've dodged it and the particle effects have disappeared, it might still be there. So you gotta be careful about that. She went down pretty easily. Even with +7 Uchi and 23 Dex. So that's how much damage it did. So we'll just talk to Egghead here, say yes, and what I'm going to do here is, once she decides to move, I'll sit on the bonfire, so that saves it as a checkpoint, which means I can fast travel to it once I get the Soul Vessel, or Lord Vessel I think it's called. And we're not going to be using Pyromancy, and we don't need the shortcut, because if you donate humanity to this Firekeeper, you cannot. Well, it'll give you a shortcut, and she'll also give you Great Chaos Fireball. But I'm not going to be a Pyromancer. I'm going to be pretty much a cleric. So we don't need her. And we don't need any eggs, and this Egghead also sells 2 Pyromancy spells, so we don't even need any of that. So we'll just take her if I keep a soul and then get rid of the egghead. And Uchi's pretty good for taking care of those worms. And this bonfire up ahead I never really sit on, because you cannot fast travel to it. And I don't really need to farm the eggs. So we'll go pay Ceaseless a visit. This is probably one of the easiest bosses in Dark Souls, or in the entire Souls series, by the way you can fight it. I believe that this is a cheese, as in a way to sort of cheat the boss into dying. But I've been commenting, and people say that it's absolutely not a cheese, it's a developer intended thing. So yeah. Whatever it is, it's super easy, and it doesn't really take much effort at all. Let's get that ring on. Need more souls from this. So there's pretty much two ways to fight this boss. You can stand here, he'll continuously smack his arms down. You can, or I think one of the ways I decided to trick the boss was to sort of hide behind this rock, and then I'd wait for him to come round and he would throw his arm down here where I'm standing, and then I'll just continuously hit his arm, and as it goes up I'll get a few more hits and then hide back behind the rock again, and he'll throw his arm down. A bit of his arm will come out of this rock, and you can walk around here and do a bit more damage to him again, and you just keep doing that until he dies. I mean, or you can find him here and just cast spells at his face and dodge his arm when he throws it down and then hit it. But what I usually do is just pick up the item to activate him, which is a full set, really good set, and I just wait for him to do that sort of thing where he flops his arm and it puts all that lava around, and then all I do is run to the fog door. You can run to the left or the right. I've done it both ways, totally works. I actually posted a video of this, and there's so many people out there that say it's not a cheese, it's totally developer intended. But by the way it looks, it doesn't look anything like it's developer intended. It looks like an absolute glitch, because you're never really supposed to kill a boss in like 2 seconds. But his arm does get stuck, and I mean, someone must have programmed that. You watch him do his slam. So he's pretty much stuck and he can't do anything, and you can just wail at his hand until he dies. And then he just dies instantly like that, so I'm not sure if that's developer intended. But yeah, that's one of the ways to kill him, I guess.